All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, guys and gals, today we're going to play through Revolution X on the Sega Saturn. A great game. So as far as shooters go, a lot of them kind of get a little bit repetitive to me, but this one and like Lethal Enforcers are ones that I could just play forever, over and over again. I don't know what it is about them. Probably because they came out around my younger years, and I just remember them in my arcade. Remember watching the attract mode. Remember playing them. Great games. However, I will tell you this: in the arcade, I didn't put a lot of money into them because they were just straight up token / quarter munchers, right? Like it would just cost a ton of money to get through games like this, and I didn't see the point back then. I played more, of course, the games I get a lot more longevity out of. You know, I can do full playthroughs of Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Killer Instinct rather than, pop a token or a quarter in for, 5-10 minutes of gameplay. Or let me take that back, 2 tokens for 5 or 10 minutes of gameplay before I'm killed and I have to pop in more money. So yeah, didn't have it as far as me playing it in the arcade. I did play it a little bit, but not anywhere the extent that I would have loved to. As far as playing it on the home consoles, played it a lot, loved it. However, I will tell you this one and the PlayStation 1 version are probably the best versions, home version wise, of this particular game, Revolution X. So, but what we're going to do today is we're going to do a complete playthrough. I'm going to start off, we're going to make it easy on ourselves. We're going to be invincible. We're going to load up on all the, the special disc and the super gun. We're going to be all loaded up. So, it's going to be an easy playthrough. It's just going to be a little time consuming because it's kind of a long game, honestly. Some of the levels are really big, basically, but they're fun. They're a blast to play. It was made by Midway, so all that blood and all that gore was there. It wasn't on some of the home ports, but on the Sega Saturn version, it was mostly recreated with all of that. So, yeah, awesome game. Like I said, we're going to turn on the cheats, and on top of that, I'm going to find all the band members to get the very best ending possible, okay? So, one thing I do have to warn you about is very unfortunate. So, what I'll be doing is I'll be talking most of the video through because we can't really play the sounds and the music on this game because the music is Aerosmith, and that would probably get me some kind of copyright strike or something with YouTube. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna leave it on mute and I'll just blabber. Hopefully you guys don't get tired of it. I'll try not to talk the entire time, but it's a great game, so I do find myself talking about it quite a bit. So, anyways, guys and gals, let's get started. Press start here in just a moment. Let me turn this green light off the screen. You probably can see that fan going. That light probably annoying. So there we go. Turn that green light off in the background. So to access all the cool secret cheats, you go down to options. Now I have it on mute, so I'm not gonna tell if it's gonna work or not because usually it makes a sound whenever you type in the code correctly. But you hold down C and X, and you press down, down, up, up, left, right, Y, and that should have worked. And the way I can tell you if it worked or not is we go down here to where it says go to main, you press right, and there you go. It says go to secret. So I did type it in correctly. Again, you hold down C and X and go down, down, up, up, left, right, Y, while you're holding those buttons down, and then go down to here, and where it says main, and press right, and it gives you go to secret. Once you select that, you turn on unlimited CDs, unlimited laser disc, turn on unlimited super gun, invulnerability, which is the most important. That way we don't have to worry about running out of continues. And we'll just start on the basic level because we're going to go through everything. Again, I'm going to show you guys how to get all of the band members. So let's get started. One player. And all I do, A is your super gun and B is your disc. All I do is I keep pressing both of them like that. That way I can keep both of them going, or I'll hold down A and I'll keep pressing B, but that kind of tires my thumb out after a while. But if I push them both at the same time, it's not as bad for me. So I'll just do that. Sorry it's quiet, guys. I do apologize for that, but it kind of has to be, or I wouldn't even be able to get this video up. So, go. To anybody out there who still has the Sega Saturn version, hope you enjoyed it. It's a great game. So that cat, boom. Sometimes something else comes up here. I think in the arcade anyway. Oh, it's this little guy right here, yeah. Kill him. I don't know what the hell that is anyways. Oh, there's more of them. Interesting. Yeah, crazy. So this guy right here, we're invulnerable, so it's not gonna matter. Nothing's gonna hurt us. So there are secret rooms in here. However, I can never remember, or not remember. I can never do them actually. Those windows, whenever you press left or right, some of those secret windows have secret rooms in them. And I'll try it, but I guess I'm not gonna do a guarantee anything. I like that little skull that shows up when you shoot a crate or a wall or something. It takes out all the enemies basically. Now there's a big armored vehicle about to show up. If you save, there's a skull that zaps all the enemies on the screen. And that, if you see in the top right window with the X on it, the wooden X, if you shoot that, there's also another skull under that, and it will take out that tank virtually immediately. So we'll save it for that. Kill these guys. They keep showing up. Love it. I love how they have the blood effects in this game. They did a great job. Super Nintendo also had a little bit of blood, where the Sega Genesis version has virtually no blood in the game. It's crazy. It's kind of backwards, right? When you think about Mortal Kombat, having all the blood and all the fatalities in the original Sega Genesis version. But not so much for this game. It's a little odd. Sorry if you keep hearing my button presses. You'll probably be able to hear them a lot easier since there's no sound turned up in the game. All right, let's see. I think it's this right here. Shoot that. Boom. Destroyed it. Just in one shot. Well, it's not completely dead. We'll just shoot this right here. That should finish it off, maybe. There we go. That'll do it. Cool, huh? So now we'll push left or right, and I'll try to find a secret room. This game goes a little bit slow. I think there's just too much going on the screen at once. Push left. I think it's one of these windows right here you gotta shoot. Shoot this trash can maybe first. Is that window? I don't know. Like one of these windows you shoot and you go inside there. At least in the arcade version. This doorway here, maybe? I don't know. Ooh, shoot it. Anyways, I think there's a secret room in one of the, at least in the arcade, like I said. Shoot out these windows, and it'll activate the direction that you choose. There you go. Now you want to shoot this right here, this sign, and it should give you, see it takes you over to this bathroom, and in this bathroom you should be able to get one of the band members. Forgive me, I don't know any of the band members except for Steven Tyler. No. There it is. You gotta shoot the wings that show up. So once you shoot the wings, that gives you access to the, well, that basically when you shoot the wings, that means you got that band member. You found him in the game. That's what I love about this game. It just keeps shooting everything. It's a very destructible game. Now our next band member is also in the stage, and that's actually Steven Tyler, which I'll show you guys. I'll get him here in just a little bit. Once you make the third pass, right? I totally missed that girl. Once you make the third pass, see this is one pass right here. Once you make the third one, you shoot the shoot those marlin or whatever, those fish up there, and then you shoot the glass after that. This is the third pass. This is the second pass that just went through. So next time we go across them, we'll shoot those fish here, there, and we'll shoot the mirror. It takes you in there. And once you go inside here, you have to shoot this light switch, turn it on, and you shoot these guys right here. And behind this curtain here, there's Aerosmith with I'm guessing a groupie or a fan. And then it kind of skips you past the whole stage area, because normally you'd go down there and you'd see them all on the stage. But it skips you past all that. And then once you shoot the star on this door, you can move in. And then you go on to the next part of the stage. I probably should have done this video a little bit differently. I think I could just turn the music off and left the sound on, and that might have been better. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You're just gonna hear me pounding on the buttons the whole time. But I love this game. It's so nice. This is a very good version of it. This is almost arcade perfect, guys. I love this version. Not quite arcade perfect. There are a few things that are different. Right now he's saying if you're seeing this, that means the new order is taken over. Find my car, and stop the new order. Basically, those being his car keys from a TV screen. Pretty cool. Very impressive. Shoot these guys. It goes up here, and we go into our own little helicopter in the next part, and we'll fly through and take out some dudes. I think there's also secret places on this because you're going to fly on this helicopter, and there's going to be other buildings and stuff that you're flying with. People shooting at you and stuff like that. I think if you shoot out certain windows on this next stage, there's also hidden areas to go into. But again, I don't know where they're at. I'll be honest with you. I see the last one shows wings earned. What that is two of them, one for each band member. So now we've got 2 band members. And the reason why this is important because you get the best ending. If you find all 5 band members, you get the best ending in the game. So you can shoot the stuff down here. We're basically invincible, so it doesn't really matter if I shoot that stuff down there or not, but I just do it anyways. We have the helicopter in front of us. You can't really do, even though it shows you're doing damage, I don't think it really does much currently until you get to the actual, you have to fight the helicopter here shortly, so. But yeah, like I said, this Sega Saturn version of the game is probably the closest to the actual arcade. I think it is. It's very nice. And yeah, as you saw, there's occasional slowdown, but there's just, even this game in the arcade, there's just so much going on at once in the screen. It's insane. Maybe those windows go inside of. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Shut that middle one inside here. This chick's saying something to me like, ooh, hello. Yeah, but like I said, there are secret rooms. I think there's more than just that one. That's the only one I know of. And I really didn't even know about it until just now. So, yeah, I know from now on to shoot that middle window. But yeah, there's a lot of hidden stuff in this game. Just like any other, not any other, but a lot of other Midway games have a lot of hidden things in it. And this is right around the Mortal Kombat era. And Mortal Kombat games are chock full of hidden stuff, secret stuff in the game, Easter eggs, that kind of thing. So this again is around that same time period. For me, I don't really have to shoot much. Honestly, just shoot areas where I have to keep progressing forward. You know what I mean? Because I'm invincible. So like I said, it's not gonna matter. They can't take me out or anything. That code's a lifesaver. I wish that I own the PlayStation 1 version of this game as well. And I wish the same kind of code was in there because it's also a very good version compared to the arcade version of Revolution X as well. It's very good. But it doesn't have any kind of codes like that. You can't. And this game, for some reason on the home consoles, they gave you limited continues. You have to be really good at this game, which I'm not. You have to be really good at this game in order to pass it successfully. You know what I mean? Without using up all your continues. You have to be really good at it. There's so much happening at once. Constantly being shot. Constantly having to shoot. It's crazy. Just gonna hit all its vulnerable spots. As you see, everything that's lighting up, those are vulnerable spots for the helicopter. Try to take off his limbs first, usually. Look at this right here. Yeah, the bosses in this game. Thankfully I'm overpowered. If I was, it would take forever to beat these bosses. Just using your gun and you're using your limited amount of CDs as well. But since we have infinite of all that, we're okay. Infinite everything. Get this gun right here real quick. Destroy that, destroy this right here. And then we'll work on the body. There we go. Should get in this next pass here. Right there. I'm just gonna shoot that opening right there, we'll be done. There it goes. Yeah, guys, I goofed. I should have at least turned on the sound, but I'm already committed, so we'll just go with it the way it is. Or I think you can. I think you can go in the options, turn off the music and turn up the sound. But again, I'm not 100% sure on. That's cool. You have Aerosmith's car right there. Go here. It's going to tell us, give us options of places to go. Pepsi. Drink of champions, right? All right, so far we should have our 2 wings still. That was the end of the first stage. Kind of a long stage. And there's only like 5 stages in this game, but most of them are long. The bus stage is really short. There's a stage where you shoot up a bus right here in the Middle East. That stage isn't too long. But we'll get there here in just a moment. First, let's do the Amazon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to turn on this fan or I'll die. So, unfortunately, there might be a little bit of a green light on the screen. I'll try to turn it away. We don't see as much. It's usually just when you see the black part of the screen. Oh, I should have shot those cameras. Hold on. I read somewhere where the cameras, if you shoot them before they pinpoint on you, there's less enemies or something like that. So I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I saw that somewhere. Because what they'll do is they'll turn to you. The cameras throughout this level, they'll turn red, or like the light on them will turn red. And once they do, that means that they'll send more enemies out after you. Okay, I just read that. I don't know how accurate that is. These guys are super easy. Of course, they throw their spears at you all the time. So. Could you imagine me playing that? I mean, could you imagine just playing this game without, without the invincibility? I mean, if I had full health at the beginning of this stage right here, I probably would have died already. You know what I mean? Like it's a very difficult and very much so sucks away your coins. But a great game though, nonetheless. We used to have this at the front of our arcade back in the day. And it was fun. Like this, one of the first things you see when you came in. There was one row of arcade machines. It was like right behind that one, so it's in the front, but not quite the very front. And you can see it. And I think it had 2 guns. Isn't there a 3-gun version? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know for sure it had 2 guns on it. It's funny looking kind of guns that they had. Here's one of the cameras right here. Try to kill it before it does anything. I killed it. Okay. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, at least had 2 guns. It might have had 3, because I thought there was a 3-gun version as well. But yeah, just imagine playing this game with, obviously without being super powered up and being able to take damage. It would just take forever, and it would take all your money back in the day. This version, so these home versions though, they're not very easy on you. Like they only give you limited continues generally. I think there's a way to make yourself invincible on Super Nintendo. But nothing for the Sega Genesis, nothing for PlayStation 1 as far as I know. Everything is just, just difficult on these old games, which is fine. It's not that big a deal. Shoot all these, and then you shoot that thing in the middle. I don't know if you have to shoot this thing in the middle or not, but I always do. Oh, time right out. You gotta shoot it faster, and you'll go inside that little tunnel. And you just save some girls. That's all it is. Some blonde girls that you need to protect. It's not that big a deal. It's not like I missed a band member or anything. I just screwed it up. Come on. Is this camera not blowing up? There you go. So even though I'm collecting all these CDs and super guns, it doesn't matter. I already have everything fully loaded, so. This time we'll try to take this out manually. Just shoot all the parts. Everything that's flashing is obviously a part to destroy. Try to go a little faster because it goes away pretty quick. There's a door right here. You gotta shoot it up as well. Oh, one more part. It's over here. Nope, I missed something. Oh, the door's still up. Okay. Thought I blew it up already. There it goes. Thought I blew up that little hatch already. But there you go. There's probably a hidden thing. I should have tried to find it. Seems like there's one of those skulls hidden somewhere. They make everything blow up anyways. Oh well. No big deal. This guy's easy. You just gotta drop this sign on him. Oh, see, they flashed red, so I think that means there's some more enemies that mean throughout the stage. Shoot his sign up. It falls on top of him, kills him. Shoot all this stuff up. We're about to get close to a band member, though, so I gotta be kind of cautious. That door right there, once you go inside of it, there's an elevator a little bit further back after you fight this little gooey thing, this little gooey monster. And you go inside the elevator, you go to level 3. And I'll show you that here in just a second once we get that point. Like I said, normally I'd be shooting these crates also, but I don't need anything in the crates. Oh, you gotta shoot these poles to move forward. There it goes. Yes. Otherwise, you just kind of sit there in limbo for a while. So you see the that back there is an elevator. We gotta kill this little slime skull first. But once we kill this skull, there's a little red button beside the elevator. If you don't push that in time, you'll skip the elevator. So we'll click on that, and then we'll select floor 3, third floor. That'll take us to an area that has one of the band members. So get his eyeballs out of the way. Yes. Gotta shoot that button. There we go. We'll hit level 3. Oh, maybe hit 3 after this, I think. Just go in here and blow shit up. There we go. Level 3, and ignore the girls for now, because we're just trying to get these crates open up here. And that's where our band member's at. Get our wings. There we go. All set. And then the girls disappear. I guess you just don't save them, but whatever. It's funny, on this part right here, I can't turn on, but it plays the Love and Elevator theme. Kind of like elevator style music. It's really cool. But Love and Elevator, aerosmith song. Except it's not him actually playing it. Like I said, it's more like just elevator music playing that theme. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you gotta shoot the poles to move forward for some reason. It's kind of a weird thing. That's generally how you move. Alright, now we're about to get to the area where I think there's like guys messing with the chemicals and stuff. Yeah, these guys right here. A couple girls in the back. I'll try to free them if I can. Yeah, I got both of them. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, I missed one. There she is. Okay. But yeah, this game is just, everything is so destructible. It makes it so fun. And for me, like I said, most shooters don't have a lot of replay value for me. This one does. I think this one's just fun to just pick up and play whenever, to be honest with you. And there are a few others too that I will, pick up and play occasionally, but it's just a lot of them just kind of lose their luster after 1 or 2 playthroughs, unfortunately. And I don't know that there would be a copyright strike if I did turn the sound on, but just to be safe, I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to chance it. I feel like it would be. Just because throughout the whole game, it does play copyrighted music by Aerosmith and stuff like that, so. Go. Trying to destroy everything I possibly can. This part's cool. Just gotta shoot these. I kind of destroy this machine here because there's these girls. They get put in there and they get turned into these guys right here. Not sure if you're seeing that or not, but girl drops down, turns into those monsters. It moves on. Fight this gooey guy again. That skull, kind of slime skull guy. But yeah, in the normal game, you're limited as far as your super gun. You know, you only get it for a short amount of time when you pick it up from the crates. And of course, these flaming laser discs are also very limited. You only have so many. Before it turns into a regular laser disc, or CDs, whatever. CDs, I guess. And then after that, you run out of those too, so pretty crazy. Got Mr. Goo Skull. This kind of slows it down a lot of times because there's so many eyeballs flying everywhere. And then once you kill this guy, on the other home versions, a lot of them, like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, that kind of ends the level. But on this one, this is more like the arcade version on the Sega Saturn here. This little whatever, it's kind of weird looking bug comes out. You can shoot him. You don't have to shoot him. I can just let it sit here and go. I have a feeling he would normally be hitting me. Like right here, I don't feel like he'd probably be, when he does his head forward like that, it'd probably hit me and hurt me. But again, I'm invincible, so it doesn't matter. So we'll just let him do whatever he wants to. Don't have to shoot him. Doesn't really matter, because we're going to shoot him at the end. We're not going to shoot him, we're just going to shoot the bridge. And he'll fall. See, that probably hurts me normally. That's probably why normally you want to shoot his face, because that way it won't hurt you, you know. But right here, we don't have to worry about anything still. We'll just go back here and shoot these little parts of the bridge that make it collapse. Kills him. Put that right there. There you go. That's the end of the level. Kind of a long level. But fun. I do love all these levels, actually. The next one's really cool, and hopefully I'll get on my first try, but I don't guarantee it, because it's what you're doing is you're trying to take out this bus before it goes and picks up these kids to kill them or something, whatever. It's gonna do something to them. And so yeah, you're trying to destroy the bus before it gets there. Now, the way you get your next band member on this game, while you're driving alongside the bus trying to take it out, there's these little sphinx-looking heads that pop up. You want to shoot them, and then, they'll open their mouths, and you got to shoot the CDs in their mouths. So you shoot them in the nose. You'll see they have a nose. Then when you shoot the nose, the mouth opens, and then you collect the CDs. I think you have to collect the CDs for it to work. You've got to do it 3 times, and that way you'll be able to get your band member on the side of the road here. You'll see. So Middle East is who we're going next. Busload kids for reprogramming, it says. Alright. I have a hard time saving these girls. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There's some kind of trick to it, I guess. Every once in a while I'll save them when I shoot down over their legs. I'll set them free. I don't know if there's chains I'm hitting or something. I don't know what I'm really aiming for, to be honest with you. Every once in a while I'll set one free. Probably not this time. Here's our bus. Let's get started with the bus. I usually just take out the middle first. I find it easier to do that because the back and the front are the easiest ones to take out because they tend to hang on the screen usually. Not always. I mean, they'll still fall off the screen, but most of the time the back and the front are just a little bit easier. So here goes the back. Got these back panels. Take out this thing right here. These turrets. Here's our first pyramid. So you shoot the nose and then shoot the CD below it. You're going to collect that CD. Slow down a little bit. See, you shoot the front. Like I said, it kind of hangs out at the end of the screen usually on this particular version. So you can catch a lot of that stuff like right here. Slow down a little. This will go out. I should have our next pyramid coming up pretty soon. Or not pyramid, but Sphinx, whatever it is. it is right there. Shoot that CD. Speed up a little bit, so we're getting behind here. Got this turret. Shoot the door. Unless we just shoot just the door. We can shoot that window out first. Here's our last one of these we need to collect. Let's shoot the CD. I hope I got it. Crap, I don't know if I got it. Yep, I did. Okay, good. I couldn't tell if I shot the CD in time out of his mouth. All right, let's go catch this this bus now. Gotta finish it off, or it's all for naught. There we go. We got it. Okay, cool. That's the most important part, is taking the bus out. Because if you don't take the bus out, it's kind of like that Terminator 2 arcade game. If you don't take out the vehicles, like the helicopters that are flying into your truck in that game, you've got to start over. Once they hit them and cause an explosion, you've got to start that level over. It doesn't matter, you know, running out of lives, stuff like that. You're not running out of lives, you just have to start the level entirely over. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. But we got it. We got our guy, our band member, and we also got the bus taken out. So not bad. So yeah, we should have 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Yeah, 4. That's right. We need one more guy, and that will be in this Pacific Rim area stage. If I remember correctly, you've got to go through gate 1, and then all the way to your right through gate 3, and then through gate 7, which is also on your right. And when you're shooting gate 7, there's like an arrow you have to shoot that makes you go right. Something like that. I'll show you guys once we get there. So we're going down this hallway. And going here. Destroy a couple things in here. Try to destroy these cameras. Take out these ninja dudes. Keep throwing stars at us. Get all kinds of crazy. Shoot a little bit lower so I don't actually hit an arrow. Sometimes when I'm worried about an arrow popping up on the screen, I try not to shoot mid-screen because I'm trying to avoid hitting the arrow. But this time it goes to 1, so we hit 1, and then we're gonna go right. Yep, we're gonna go right here to 3. I think 3's over here. 3, and when it hits the top right, or I can't remember, one of these boxes on the right-hand side, we're gonna go to 7. We've got to hit a box. Once we get to 7, we've got to hit a box. It's like on the right-hand side or something. Oops. So we'll back up and go back in through it again and hit it. So I don't shoot these right now. Yeah, I think we have to go back through 7. I think we might have missed a box, or we missed shooting at something, I believe. I don't want to accidentally shoot the gate. I don't want to go any further forward. I think I can shoot with machine gun though. The super gun. Yeah, I can shoot with super gun. Still do. I'm gonna exit out. Gives me that option. There it is. Ooh, out. Okay. There's a way to hit something that makes you go. Oh, it kept me in. Okay. I wonder if I hit in by accident because I was shooting the gun so fast. Okay, out over here. I said, this one I don't have perfected yet. I know how to kind of get to him, but I'm not very good at it exactly. Nope, nope. Did he go out one more? Let's try to hit out, I guess. Okay, yeah, and then we'll go right. Jump back through 3, okay. No big deal. We'll go back inside of 3. And we head over towards 7. Hopefully we'll be able to find the secret arrow or something. Back to 3. I'll keep shooting over here because it's over here to the right somewhere. Somehow I'll be able to do it. Oh, there it goes. I don't know how I did it. See, somehow I just keep shooting to the right-hand side, and it just takes me this way. And this is where our last band member is at. It's down here. So I don't know how to do it. I just keep shooting to the right. I must have destroyed the right crate or something. I don't know. Or maybe I destroyed all the crates on the right-hand side. I'm not sure exactly. But all I know is I go in through 1, 3, and hit the right side of 7. Go in, hit 7, then keep shooting to the right. And it takes me down this little corridor right here, which is going to have our band member at the end of this corridor. Always try to shoot those red lights out also. Oh. Here's our guy right here, just sitting there chilling. Gotta catch his wings pretty fast. There we go. They go off the screen pretty quick. You gotta shoot them pretty quick. All right. And now, about to get after we get through this wall here, we go towards the back half of the stage. Destroy these crates. There we go, these doors. It's gonna take us up for a while. Then once we go up, we'll do a little bit more fighting up there, and then we'll go into a room and take out one of my favorite bosses in this game. This really cool little guy who gets in a vehicle. Pretty cool stage. This part right here is a little long to me. I feel like they could have shortened it a little bit, but we're going like upward for a little while. I do love how the Sega Saturn version captures the depth really well. The depth, what I mean by that is, you know, how the characters are like right in front of you, or they're also far away. You know, I think they did a great job of that, just like the arcade version. And again, it's not exactly the arcade translation. For example, I think when you shoot them with the CDs in the game, their bodies actually blow up. On this one, just kills them, you know, just like you kill them with a regular, it's just super gun right here. So, yeah, but, you know, and there's other differences as well. This one definitely, for the Sega Saturn, I think it does run a little bit slower, just because, again, it's probably taking everything it has to run this game as good as it is, because it's a big game, and there's always a lot of stuff going on in the game, right? Explosions, guys popping up, you know, a lot of movement on the screen. There's always stuff going on. And I feel like, even for the Sega Saturn, as powerful of the system as it was back then, I feel like it's still a lot of work for it to keep up. So, like I said, there's a little bit of slowdown, but man, it's still an incredibly fun game to play on the Sega Saturn. Again, this is my favorite home version. PlayStation 1 version is also very good. Don't get me wrong. But this is, I think this one overall is my favorite version of it. And I still, even though the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis aren't quite, you know, there's not quite as much, not quite as good as these versions right here, they're still a lot of fun. Although I've only beaten this version. I don't think I've ever beaten the arcade version back in the day. I think I've only beaten this one. But like I said, even back when I was a youngster, this was one of the few shooters that really kept me entertained, where I felt like I could just play it all the time. And it also was booming in the arcade, right? You could hear it really well. You could hear Aerosmith music playing at all times, like the Eat the Rich song and stuff like that. You could hear all the great sound effects. You know, like in the attract mode, you could always hear that stuff going on, even when you're nowhere near it. So it was a very loud game. Probably not Killer Instinct loud, but it was still a very loud game. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, that girl out there, that Helga, the main bad girl in this game, isn't she also Sonya? And again, I could be wrong, but isn't she also Sonya in Mortal Kombat? Leave in the comments if you know for sure. I haven't really gone and looked it up or anything, so. I thought something might happen if I blew up these little Russian-looking doll things, but nothing happens as far as I know, other than you collect CDs from them. Thought that might unlock something. But obviously not. There's one missing there. There's this gong back here, you can shoot right there. Always a super gun when you shoot that symbol. There's a couple areas like that in this level. Every time you shoot that symbol, you get the, looks like you get the super gun. Tons of ninjas in the stage. And yeah, like I said, obviously if I didn't have invincibility on, I'd be getting thrashed. I'm not even sure, I don't know how many continues you can get in this game. You know what I mean? Just to start off with. I don't even know. But I would have probably already gone through them long before I got to this point, to be honest with you. Unless you get infinite continues. I don't think you do, but maybe you get infinite continues. On the Sega Genesis version, I thought you did. I played it the other day, and I hadn't played it in a while. And I played it the other day, and for some reason I thought you had infinite continues. You don't. You have a lot of continues, but you don't have infinite continues. I was like, oops. I got real far in the game, and I was like, okay, cool. I've obviously got infinite continues, and I did not. So it's kind of a letdown. This is kind of cool. Slow chemical stuff going on. Oh, yeah, you can save the girls here. If I don't go all the way to the left, I missed this girl over here. Got her, yeah. That'd be pretty quick to get her. And this one over here on the right. Oh, I think I got her, not sure. Got those girls rescued. Now we're about to fight the boss, which again, this is one of my favorite fights in this game. Really cool. I like this guy, and I like the helicopter quite a bit as far as the boss fights go. He's saying something to me, but again, I've got it muted, so I don't know exactly what it is. Something along the lines of, stop, and I'm going to kill you. But yeah, he turns his desk in this cool vehicle, and you just slowly chip it away. Just like all the other boss fights in this game, you just slowly chip it away by anything that's flashing. That means you can destroy it. And sometimes you lose track, like, what am I missing? You know, because there's so many parts you have to shoot on these vehicles, and sometimes you're like, oh, what am I'm missing something because I can't make it blow up. But I usually just go along the sides, take out the guns first. Not that it really matters since I'm invincible, but. You start shooting these little top areas as well. That gun should be almost done. I've been shooting the crap out of it. This one should be also, there it goes. That one's gone. You can shoot these little poles up here. They pop up. You'll see in here in a second. This one should be about to pop up. There it goes. Once it starts going up, you can start shooting it. You can start trying to shoot missiles at you. Shoot the center thing. The shooter thing that has the missiles coming out, you shoot that right there as well. This side will come up. Start blowing it away. Takes a while, guys. Takes a while. And that's also part of the reason why these things are quarter munchers, you know what I mean? Like, they'll just, these enemies. And just think about it also, since I have unlimited CDs, I don't normally have that. You know what I'm saying? Normally I don't have unlimited CDs. You've got a certain amount. So if you run out of CDs and there's no crates around, you're gonna just find yourself just using your regular gun, and that takes it even longer to beat these bosses. That thing should be almost dead. That one right there is almost dead as well. Like the center here. I think that's the only two spots I have left is the center right here with the rockets, and then the top right up here. There we go. There we go. It's a workout in your fingers, but it's a fun workout. Wish I had some actual guns to play this game with. I don't know if the Sega Saturn version will actually let you use guns or not, or if you can only use your controller. I really don't know. How many girls did I save? 11? Nice, okay. So now, on to the final stage. We've already got all of our band members. We should have 5 wings, right? Let's see if it shows it. Let's skip all this. See, 1 band member, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So now we're gonna get the best ending. If you don't have all 5 of those wings at the end of the game, it says you rock out with with Aerosmith still, but you don't get to go back there and go backstage and hang out with them a little bit longer. This stage is fun because all you're doing, you gotta shoot all these TV screens first. Once you destroy these TV screens, you move on to the next area, which is literally just the boss. It's a short stage. I just kind of ignore it. Since I'm not having to worry about, pumping quarters in or worry about my health at all, I just start going for the screens. But normally, as you can probably figure out, you'd be struggling right here because you have to take some of these guys out or they'll be taking your health down while you're trying to destroy those TV screens. So it's a tough game, generally. And if you play at the arcade, make sure you have a lot of quarters and tokens. I'd say it'd probably take at least like $20 to get through this game, maybe more. If you're not someone who's like an expert at it or something. So for me, it would definitely take a lot of quarters, tokens, whatever. Go, blow up all those TVs and the whole place blows up. When you fight that Helga girl, which again I think it's Sonya, but don't quote me on that. She moves around and just starts shooting you. She's real easy. You just knock her on that chair back there. Then she turns into this like monster. There we go. Giant monster. It's just like the last boss. I just go for the limbs first. Just take out the limbs and then go for the head and chest area after that. Because all the limbs will blow up once you shoot them so many times. Go, flip that one. Flip that one, shoot the arms. Keep knocking his gun out of his hand, he'll keep like getting the gun from behind his back or something. Eventually his arm will blow up. There we go. Shoot this arm over here. Now I just go for the head and body. That should be all you need to do. Shit in the game. Go for the head first. I think his head blows up or flies off or something. It may just depend on where you shoot him at. If you shoot him in the body, maybe his head blows off of him. I feel like I've shot him in the head before and his head just blows up. Let's shoot him in the body, see if his head just kind of pops off. Oh. I guess it doesn't matter where. I think his head just blows up and then falls down in front of you here in a minute. Gore. Typical midway fashion, right? All that blood. There's his head right there. Got the super gun, not that I need it. But there you go, that is the end of the game. That shows you how to get through the game. I think the best ending, where you get all 5 of your band members, and a couple extra like hidden things as well, but that's the most important part to get through the game. Now we're gonna go to the backstage area, and we're gonna shoot up like we're gonna shoot up aerosmith's room, and get all these awards or whatever. I'll show you. First, we're gonna play for a little bit. Again, it's playing Aerosmith music, so I don't know that I'm safe to actually play it. So we'll just let it do its thing. I can't remember which song it's playing. I think this dude looks like a lady or something. I'm not sure. See, now since we got the special ending, we're getting all the band members, we get to go backstage and shoot all this stuff up. Get all these things. All these awards. I don't know what it does. I don't know what the point of this is, but it's fun. It's just extra. I guess just extra stuff to do. And after we do this part right here, we'll get to rock out with Aerosmith a little bit longer. Since we're backstage, more cool. I've shot those records before, but it doesn't seem like anything happens. I don't know if you can shoot those stars back there on the doors. Honestly, not sure. Here we go. Shoot that. Renee's like, hey, yeah, come hang out with us. He says, arms up for his ladies. Very nice. Very, very nice. But there you have it, everyone. That is Aerosmith. I'm sorry, Revolution X featuring Aerosmith for the Sega Saturn. Great game. Love it. Absolutely love it. And again, as I mentioned a couple times already, one of the only shooters that I can, play through many. I can play this again tomorrow or later. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the few I can just pick up and play through it again. I just have so much fun doing it. So obviously I have more fun because I have all the cheats on. Don't get me wrong. It'd still be fun without it, but having the cheats on early in the game makes it to where you can just you don't have to worry about anything. You're indestructible and you can just blow everything up, and it makes it that much more fun. So pretty cool. Like I said, the Super Nintendo version has some cheats as well, a little bit. I know it gives you invincibility and a few other things, but Sega Genesis and PlayStation version, as far as I know, do not have cheats. And while I do love them, don't get me wrong, it just makes the game really hard. You really gotta focus on not, you gotta focus on managing your continues. You only get so many in those games, so. I think, in my personal opinion, I think all of them should have had invincibility, just in case you want to just sit there and not have to worry about, being, in all honesty, you don't have to worry about being super skillful. You just have to worry about, if you want to find the secret band members or not, that kind of thing. There's the songs it does play in this game. Again, I just can't, I don't think I'm allowed to turn them on. But there's your list of, you could hear playing the actual game at your house. But yeah, I kind of want to I've already got these two, PlayStation version and the Sega Saturn version. I would love to kind of get the other versions, the Genesis and Super Nintendo, and maybe do some playthroughs on those at some point. Super Nintendo, again, piece of cake. Sega Genesis, I do have limited continues. I will say, though, you do get a lot of continues on the Sega Genesis version, but I don't know. I know it's still limited, so. But on the Super Nintendo, you can type in a code and get invincibility. So I will definitely mess with that one at some point. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your experience with this game. Did you guys have it back in your day? If you're arcade enthusiasts, did you guys have it in your arcade back in the day? Do you own it now? It's kind of funny. I kind of wish, I kind of wish I found a way to get it. A buddy of mine, about a year or so ago, he had the actual arcade machine that he had gotten through some trades of some stuff. He had the actual arcade machine. Now I'm kind of like, man, even though I don't really know how to work on arcade machines, I kind of wish I had gotten that. He said it worked perfect, and I kind of wish I had gotten it. Just because, again, this is one of the shooters that I can play over and over again. And while the Sega Saturn version is damn near arcade perfect, there are some things that are missing. There are a few things, very minor things, that are missing from the game. But overall, this is a great translation from the arcade. So. But yeah, I don't remember how much he was selling it for, but I kind of wish I found a way to try to get it. He likes trades, the guy I'm talking about, so maybe I should have found some stuff to trade with him to get that arcade machine, but no big deal. I think that's going to end it right there, guys. That's all the credits. Everyone have a great rest of your day. If you enjoy this game, let me know. Again, like I said before, let me know your experience with this game, just in general. And we'll go ahead and put our initials in, even though it's probably not going to matter. But yeah, like I said, let me know your overall thoughts and your experiences and so forth. Great shooter. Where's end at? Oh yeah, I gotta go over here. End. Oh, that's A. End. Well. Yeah, so, and that score is what, 6 million, almost 7 million? I saw somebody on the other day, I was watching a video the other day, and he had like 31 million. I was like, What the hell? What did you do? Anyways, guys, that wraps up for me. Have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next one. Take care.